Anyway, it's actually a very good idea to get an S or A rank on your first mission. Also, I'm just going to put the Z-Saber as my main weapon because it's probably the best weapon in the game. Sub-weapon, of course, you can always use, but yeah, that allows you to use 2 weapons at once. But anyway, yeah, have an S or A rank in the first mission, and you can go into this room. If not, well, it'll forever be locked. But yeah, this is probably the best time to get an S or A rank because obviously that mission is really easy. So, what's in here, you might ask? Well, this is. And we got a Cyber Elf. Yay! Got a Cyber Elf. Neat. Don't know which one it... must be this guy. He'll just, he'll shoot enemies for you, sort of. I don't really find him that useful. Alright, so, before we talk to Seal, why don't we explore the base? Alright, here we have the Server. And I think this guy will yep. Alright, well, I think I'll explain everything. Alright, so, this Server, as you previously saw, allowed us to teleport between areas. As you can see, we only have 2 areas to go to, which is this area and the area we were just in. Next off, we have Download Elf, which allows us to take any elf we have. Now, there are only certain elves that you can actually use at a certain time. These guys we can use immediately. However, as you can see, there's that little top row on the top of the screen. Well, that actually fits relatively larger squares of elves, and that's a really weird way to put it. And basically, elves in that space will actually give you more permanent abilities, like, say, the ones in the nurse category will usually raise your health permanently. However, you need to feed them first, and if you notice those sort of bluish pickup items, those are crystals. They're not really a currency, they're, strangely enough, more of a food. And basically, you give them to elves, and they will grow after a certain number you give to them. Now, certain elves, I believe, will grow into their full form after their first feeding. However, each category of elves, nurse, animal, and hacker, will actually have, like, one big elf, and that'll give you a really good ability. However, they require multiple feedings before they will fully evolve, or something like that. However you want to describe it. But yeah, these smaller elves, you can use them anytime. However, again, as I said before, if you use elves during a mission, your rank will go down. And the sucky part about this game is, if you use a large elf, you know, one of the permanent elves, that will forever damage your mission score. So keep that in mind. Actually, to be honest, that kinda sucks, because... going up kinda high right now. But yeah, that honestly kinda sucks, because, well... obviously, you can't use elves if you want a good score, so we're kind of stuck with this tiny little health bar forever. And here's this little girl, Alouette. Not necessarily an important character to the series, but she is a recurring character, so get used to her. She's always around, and she's got that weird little stuffed animal. And yeah, I've already explained this. Once they use their powers, they die, just like we saw with Passy, so... yeah. That's kind of even worse. That's kind of an even worse way to put it. I can't talk today, apparently. By using them, they're killed, so not only is your rank damaged, you just killed a sort of life form thing, and given you are not necessarily the same sort of being, but they're sort of just electronic sort of weird things. And, you know, you're a robot, you're sort of on the same wavelength, right? You know, you're a robot, it's energy, pure energy and power, stuff like that. You can probably see things its way. You could possibly even have a beer, but then you go into a mission, and you have one heal you a little bit, and, well, it's dead forever. Anyway, this base is actually kind of empty at the moment. Pretty much just the important characters are here, like this old man. Well, again, not really important, but, you know, they're here. And he says kick butt. Again, that's probably censored or something. Haven't really read the original script. Hey, you're supposed to have 2 lines of dialogue like almost everyone else. But yeah, this place will get, more people will be here once we start completing missions. Alright, level 4, and here's the last level, which is sort of semi-important. Now, here's a character that's actually, wait, before we go talk to him, there's also this guy, another recurring character, except this guy kind of annoys me because he's just so tired and he wants to eat energy crystals. Yeah, you have to pay him energy crystals. 250. So yeah, I don't have enough, right? Yep. Hey, how many do I have? Yeah, 140. I have nowhere near enough. Alright, so now let's talk to this guy. So yeah, this is Corvu. Right? Corvu, I believe his name is? I'm pretty sure that's what his name is. He's the scientist here, and he basically makes your weapons. Now, there aren't that many weapons in the game. There are actually only 2 that we get after the ones we already have, but they can be relatively useful. But yeah, he is an important character in the series because he's the only guy who knows how to do stuff. Or mechanics and stuff. So basically, he's sort of a nurse because, well, he's a robot, we're a robot. He performs maintenance on us. And he's basically explaining one of the more annoying gimmicks of the Mega Man Zero, well, not series, but this game and Zero 2 both have this feature where basically the more you use a weapon, the more abilities it'll get. Yeah, every weapon has a certain number of stars next to it, and every time you... well, not every time, but as you use your weapons, you'll get more abilities. Usually it's extra charge shots. In the case of the Z-Saber, it has a number of slashes. As you can see, I'm only slashing once. He does have multiple slashes once he ups his abilities, but for now he's sort of just stuck with a single slash. I don't care for the abilities that much, but rolling slash is pretty good. It's when you jump in the air and you do a little spinny slash. It's pretty neat, but yeah, it's really annoying because there's a New Game Plus in this game, but the annoying thing is, while most things are taken between each New Game Plus, your weapon levels aren't. So if you want to start a New Game Plus, well, all the time you spent grinding your weapons, just killing enemies over and over again, is all for nothing, which is kind of terrible. There, see? Suddenly desert, but this guy won't let us go in. We can't really go to many areas until we complete the next mission, so came out here for nothing. There's also an area over here where our next mission will take place. But we can't go out there just yet. You can revisit earlier areas in the game, and, well, I'm just going to bring up my biggest annoyance with this game right now. No matter where you go into the game, no matter where you revisit, this song that's playing right now will play there. This is probably one of the worst songs... Actually, no, scratch that. This is the worst song in the game. It's repetitive, it's not catchy in the slightest, I don't like listening to it, and it will play forever unless you're in a mission. No matter where you go, it'll be there. Like, see, I'm gonna go back to the underground laboratory real quick. And let's just see. Change area, underground laboratory. Is it going to play a different theme? No, it's not. It plays this song over and over and over again forever. It enters your head, and it does things there. Horrible things. Anyway, so, you might notice that I am actually traveling further into this place, and that's because we do have one thing I want to pick up, but it sort of takes forever to get because, well, it's a really annoying jump to do, and as such, I didn't want to interrupt the first mission with it. And it should be somewhere around here. Wait, have I gone too far? Yeah, I think I've gone too far. There's a thing over here. Excuse me, dude. Okay, yeah, it's over here. Excuse me, don't want you impeding my wait. Holy shit, I actually got it on my first try! Okay, that's cool. Alright, so we got a cyber elf, and we got some crystals, which are always useful. Oh, hey, this is one of the, elves we need to feed. It'll increase our health slightly. Not all that. Well, Actually, there are 4 of them in the game, so it does do a fair amount of increasing of the health, and that was so awkward to say. But yeah, anyway, I'll just pick this up, and I don't know if there's really all that much to go over. I think I've pretty much gone over everything I can go over, other than the fact that Seal normally saves her game, but she can't do it at this point. So I guess I'll meet you back at Seal real quick. Right, now the tour of the Resistance base has ended, let's talk to Seal and see about that mission she wanted us to do.